guys, and we are live. Welcome to another episode of TRACKBACK, guys. Monday night streams, guys. Again, it's another tier list. It's another tier list for today, right? And this tier list is ranking all 80 million plus euro transfers, right, in the entirety of football history. I've already looked at the tier list, guys, and I listen. There's a few stinkers in here. There's a few stinkers in here, right? But I just have to start off first of all by getting the sound checks done correctly just before we do continue, guys, because usually when I do start, sometimes, again, and I've said it before, I sound like a mouse on helium. So I just have to do the sound checks, guys, and then we can generally get started with the tier list. Okay. I think, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Right. I'm good, guys. I'm good. So yeah, guys. Tier list. So let me just show you the tier list right now. Here it is in again in all its glory, guys. I am going to be having, of course, a secondary screen showing me the player stats for the respective teams that they did sign for, right? So let's get it on. Let's get it on. I don't want to keep you guys waiting for too long, man. So we will start off with the first one, Anthony. Anthony at Manchester United. I'm pretty sure was signed him for what? Eight, no, it was 105 million euros. I'm pretty sure Anthony was 105 million euros signing, dude. And I remember saying to myself that, we need to sign Anthony right now. If we pass up, if we pass up on a, if we pass up right on a chance to sign a player like this, Barcelona or Real Madrid might be in for him the season after, right? And boy, was I wrong. Boy, was I wrong, dude. I was absolutely wrong with Anthony, dude. Like, I seen him play, guys, a few times for Ajax, and there was one game that he played against. I think it was against Borussia Dortmund in the Champions League, right? And he was just doing an absolute madness. I was thinking, like, this guy is gonna be a future superstar. That's what I genuinely thought. And I tell you what, like, my ball knowledge right now, like, I know that my ball knowledge seems so bad because I was rating Anthony, but Anthony was actually really good at Ajax, bro. So I don't know what's happened at Manchester United. Maybe it's just the league. Maybe it is the Premier League. That was just too much for him, right? But anyway, guys, in the Premier League, in his first season, of course, he did get 25 appearances and scoring 4 goals in 25 games. Also, he did score like 2 goals, like back to back. The first one, people do remember, it was against Arsenal, where he slotted it in like to the bottom left corner, scoring on his debut at Old Trafford. And then the other one was against Everton, where he scored past Jordan Pickford at Goodison Park. What's going on? What's going on, brother? What is going on, Mohammed fam? What is going on? Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in, bro. Right. 23-24 season. Anthony had 29 appearances and 1 goal, bro. 29 appearances and 1 goal in his entire, bro. In that 23-24 season. That is an absolute disgrace by Anthony, dude. He's, bro. Oh my days, dude. Like, what a waste of money. What an absolute waste of money, right? Scored 2 goals, by the way, in the FA Cup, and I remember one of them was it like Newport County or something like that. It was an early stage FA Cup game, and the guys like out here celebrating, bro. Like, have you no shame, dude? Have you no shame? Of course, he did win the Carabao Cup in his first season with Manchester United, and then the season that I'm talking about right now, he did win the FA Cup, but he's just an absolute flop. That's what it is, bro. I'm speaking about Anthony. I'm speaking about Anthony, bro. As you can see right there, right. But guys, I'm gonna put him in robbed. I'm gonna put him in robbed. Right, Gareth Bale. Gareth Bale. So Gareth Bale at Real Madrid. Gareth Bale joined Real Madrid in the year 2000, and he joined like in the 2013-2014 season. And I tell you what, bro, like, for me, I do class Gareth Bale as a Real Madrid legend. And I actually did a show on him like a few weeks ago. Speaking about this, if you guys remember, he was one of the key players in scoring in the Copa del Rey final when he ran off the pitch versus Mark Batra, right? He was one of the key players that scored as well in the Champions League final. I think that Real Madrid fans, in my opinion, guys, they genuinely didn't appreciate a player like Gareth Bale. He signed for, like, I think was it 100? I'm pretty sure it's 111 million euros from what I'm remembering, guys. So Gareth Bale, like, let's see, let's go back down. So Gareth Bale, right, 258 appearances for Real Madrid, 106 goals, 67 assists. That is absolutely brilliant, dude. That is absolutely brilliant. He spent about what 6 years at Real Madrid. Let's see what man was saying. Man says in Anthony is the goat. Anthony is not the goat, bro. He's an absolute fraud, fam. He's an absolute fraud, bro. That's what it is, fam. That's what it is, dude. Yeah, Bale's top. Yeah, Bale is definitely top, bro. Won 5 Champions League, three La Liga titles, one Copa del Rey, a Super Copa de España, 3 Super Cups, a FIFA Club World Cup, man. Like the bicycle kick as well in the Champions League final, dude. Like he's done a lot. He's absolutely done a lot, right? For Real Madrid. He's also won the Club World Cup Golden Ball in 2018. UEFA Team of the Year as well, more like multiple times. Was Footballer of the Year too, guys. So yeah, he's absolutely brilliant for me. For me, guys, you know what, right? For everything it done for Real Madrid, and people might be saying it's too much money, but I genuinely do think that Gareth Bale, like compared to Anthony, is an absolute bargain. He's a genuine bargain. I'm pretty sure the next one is that looks like Moises Caicedo. Moises Caicedo right now for Chelsea, been playing pretty well. He's actually been playing pretty well so far. Of course, did have a rocket start with Chelsea, right? But right now, he's one of Chelsea's most important midfielders, in my opinion. Mohammed says his goals is enjoyable to watch everywhere, every day. Yeah. Yeah. Gareth Bale's goal repertoire is insane, bro. Cutting on the left foot, crazy. Right. Casido. So Casido once again. How much did it cost? Uh, right. How much did Casido cost? I'm pretty sure it's 125 million pounds, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure it's 125 million pounds, bro, for a player like Moses Casido. That is absolutely crazy. I'm just have to pull up his stats as well here, guys. Let's see what he's done so far at Chelsea. At Chelsea, mate. Let's see what Moses Casido's done so far at Chelsea. Just before we do move on. So he's so 23-24 season, 35 appearances, 1 goal, 3 assists, no trophies as of yet. And then so far this season, 34 appearances, 1 goal, 2 assists, mate. Like he's been playing well for them. He's actually been playing well for them. And of course, there is more to come with Moses Casido, guys. He's still young. I'm pretty sure it's like 23, 24. It's between 23 and 25 years old. So there's still much more to come from Moses Casido. So on an all out an all out action midfielder in my opinion. But I want to put him at the moment right now at decent because again once again guys it's just the price tag that 125 million pounds. It's not even euros, guys. Like yes, of course here it says euros, right? But I like pounds. It's even more. The price goes up even more. So for me, 100%. Um, a decent a decent ranking, and then the next one it is Darwin Nunes at Liverpool. Darwin Nunes cost them around what was it 90 million? Was it 90 million euros? Um, let's see. Let's see, mate. Let us see. How much did Darwin Nunes cost, by the way, Mohammed? If you can, bro. How much did Darwin Nunes cost? Because I'm forgetting like the amount now. I'm forgetting the amount. 1 second, guys. I'm just gonna check on here too. Darwin Nunes price. We might as put robbed in capital letters. Yeah, I'm gonna have to say robbed in capital letters as well. I'm gonna say yeah, 85 million. 85 million, bro. That is a lot of money. That's like 100 that's like 100 million plus in euros, bro. 85 million pounds. 100%, dude. Like the return of investment for Darwin Nunes has not been good enough. Total appearances 138 so far for Liverpool, 40 goals, 22 assists. So that's 62 goal involvements in 138 games. But people do know, right? In 138 games, right? But people do know with Darwin Nunes as well, guys. Like Darwin Nunes has had so many chances, so many chances for him to actually score more goals. But again, he's just an absolute donkey, isn't he? That's what he is. I like literally the other day against Spurs. For him to assist Mo Salah to make a simple like 3 yard pass, the guy like overcooks the pass, dude. Yeah, Liverpool were definitely robbed for him. What is going on, Farhan, bro? What's going on, lad? What is going on, brother? What's going on, brother? So yeah, definitely robbed. Definitely robbed. Filippo Coutinho. Filippo Coutinho, I remember when he joined Liverpool. No, I remember when he left Liverpool because the season before that, he was absolutely insane, bro. Like Coutinho was one of the players of the seasons. Well, no, was what he was one of the players of the season in that Premier League campaign. I think it was like the 17-18. Yeah, it was the 17-18 season. He was absolutely top, and I wanted him to leave Liverpool because he was that good. He was that good, right? And Liverpool, Barcelona spent a lot of money on him actually. I think it was like 130 million euros that they spent on Felipe Coutinho. But Coutinho for Liverpool, right? No, for Barcelona actually. No, not even for Liverpool. Coutinho for Barcelona. For Barcelona. Not Liverpool, guys. Not Liverpool, mate. Man's speaking about Liverpool. Right. So 100. So his total appearances, right, for Liverpool guy. For Liverpool. Why do you keep saying Liverpool for? Because I keep seeing Darwin Nunes at the bottom. But his total appearances for Barcelona was 106 total appearances, 26 goals and 13 assists, dude. That right there is a robbery, in my opinion. It's an absolute flop. Absolute flop, bro. Like, he did absolutely nothing. I remember as well, right? He got loaned out to, if you guys remember this, he got loaned out in the 1920 season to Bayern Munich. And then Bayern Munich came back and put eight goals past Barcelona at the new camp in the Champions League. Therefore robbed. They were therefore robbed with that, bro. Absolutely robbed. Absolutely robbed. Let's see what the fellas are saying, fam. Um, he's the reason that Klopp ruined his energy. Anthony should stick to Betis. Yeah, Anthony should stay at Betis, bro. I agree with you, Fahan, bro. Anthony should definitely stay at freaking Betis, bro. These transfers are gonna stack. They stack at the bottom. True, it's Rob 400 million plus. Yeah, 100%, 100%, 100%. Let's move in. Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe. Of course, people do remember the way that he came onto the scene versus Arsenal in the Champions League for Monaco. Absolutely cooked. He absolutely cooked up Arsenal, right? And I'm pretty sure they eliminated Arsenal too, because he literally like United the year before we had signed Anthony Martial, and I was thinking to myself like, where's this guy come from? Like we literally signed one of Monaco's best players, right? But he raises some Mbappe Latin kid that's ripping up Arsenal. Like what's happening? What's happening with this dude, right? And he also this was when like he because he joined PSG at the time when France won the World Cup as well. So I forgot how much he was costing. He cost a lot of money though. Kylian Mbappe was a lot of money, bro. Kylian Mbappe cost PSG a lot of money, bro. Let me check how much he was again. PSG price, bro, because he cost them a lot of money, fam. Two, bro, guys. 220 million euros. 187 million pounds. 187 million pounds, bro. Oh my days, bro. Oh my days, fam. Oh my days, dude. Are you crazy? That's crazy, bro. And these are one of the transfers too, right? That PSG for me absolutely inflated the market, bro. PSG absolutely ruined the transfer market, bro. And I know that my friends won't appreciate. I know that my friends won't appreciate me saying that, but PSG absolutely effed up the transfer market, dude. Like I think this Neymar got bought for like 224 million euros, bro. Was it like a year after or the same? No, it was the same year, weren't it? I'm pretty sure it was 2017. It was the same year, bro. It must have been the same year, dude. It must have been the same year, fam. What year did this occur, bro? Because I remember, bro, like I was absolutely like with PSG, I was absolutely fuming with them. I was absolutely fuming with PSG because, like, when they're spending that much amount of money right on players, like I knew for yeah he joined them in 2017, guys. He joined them in 2017 on loan first, and then PSG made it permanent. But like I knew that PSG were gonna mess up the market with this, bro. Like now, teams are requesting ridiculous amount of money for their players. Like you got Southampton asking like 100 million plus for freaking Tyler Diblin in an unproven player like in the Premier League, bro. It's crazy to how much they absolutely inflated the market. Like in my opinion, this is where like this whole Coutinho bullcrap style coming in as well. Like all these high price tags. Like for me, guys, players, right? Like players, like only like generational. Your R9s, your Messi's, your Ronaldinho's, your Ronaldo's, bro. These players are the ones that are worth 100 million plus. The rest of the other normal players, bro, they should be worth less, dude. But yeah, this is what happens when people have too much money, bro. They've got money to toss around. 100%, right? But Farhan says Kylian Mbappe is overrated. To be honest, if it wasn't his obsession and comparisons with Ronaldo, he would just be another butler. Ooh, ooh. Right, let's read his stats. Let's read his stats. So Kylian Mbappe's PSG career stats, right? 308 appearances, 256 goals, 98 assists. Mohammed did say that basically Kylian Mbappe was the top goal scorer. Like he's the greatest ever goal scorer for PSG. So he's got the record right now. 6 titles with the PSG. One six league titles with PSG. Four Coupe de France's and three Trophy de Champions, so Trophy of Champions, right? And the comments keep coming in, man. Yeah, they bring Neymar and Mbappe the same. Yeah, bro. That's mental. Neymar plus Mbappe 420 million, and they just made 90 million off that. PSG, bro, they absolutely screwed the market. But with Kylian Mbappe, like 200 odd 200 odd million, especially in euros for him. All-time PSG top goal scorer, six league titles, four Coupe de France's, a World Cup as well. If you want to throw that in there, yeah, still a lot of money though. It's still a lot of money. I wouldn't say it's a bargain. Because he's a top player right now, but 200 million. Come on, man. That's just going overboard, isn't it? That is going overboard, fam. 200 mil for Kylian Mbappe. Guys, I have to put him good business, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I have to put him good business. I have to. I have to, dude. Like even like if he would have got PSG a Champions League, then yeah, he would have been a bargain because that's what PSG are generally looking for right now. Right, Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez. Of course, people remember that whole Benfica saga with Enzo Fernandez and Chelsea, where he said that he's gonna stay at Benfica, and then a week later he's joining Chelsea after the 2022 World Cup, where he was actually really good, by the way. I was really impressed with Enzo Fernandez in the 2022 World Cup in Qatar, right? Um, how much was this price again? Yeah, it was a lot of money too. Like Chelsea splashed a lot of money on Enzo Fernandez and Moses Casido, bro. Todd Bowley, Todd Bowley's an absolute madman, bro. He's an absolute madman. Let's check out how much he was worth. Let's see, 121 million euros. 121 million euros right now. Uh, all the career stats for Chelsea: 93 appearances, 13 goals, 14 assists, mate. And that's all competitions for Chelsea. That is all competitions for Chelsea, man. So I tell you what, guys, like it's been for me, like Enzo Fernandez has been very underwhelming. He's been very underwhelming, like in my opinion, from the player that I've seen in the World Cup. I genuinely thought he was better. I genuinely thought he was better than Alexis McAllister, but McAllister has been absolutely proving me wrong these last 2 years at Liverpool. Um, so so I'm gonna yeah, it's probably a mistake, isn't it? It's probably a mistake. To way too much money. They should have stayed one more season at Benfica, and then for all the teams to have a feel to have a feel for him to hire players like, because 121 million euros is just way too much. It's absolutely way too much. Joao Felix at Atletico Madrid, Atletico de Madrid robbed, bro. Atletico Madrid were robbed, fam. Like, uh, how much was he? How much was Joao Felix again? Let's see. Let's see his price, mate. Joao Felix. Joao Felix. Joao Felix. How much did he cost? I'm not saying Atleti, mate. Atletico Madrid. They keep giving me Chelsea numbers here, bro. Why are you saying that? Why are you saying, bro? What are you saying? 126 million euros. 126 million euros, bro. The guy came in. Was it the 21-22 season? No, 2020-21 season actually. Didn't do well. Went out on loan to like Barcelona, didn't do well. Went out on loan to Chelsea, didn't do well. Like, in my opinion, very underwhelming in the Premier League. A few little nice moves and stuff like that. I remember where he got sent off actually in his debut. Came back to Atletico Madrid, fell out with his manager, fell out with Diego Simeone, fell out with the fans. Just all around, not a good move for him. 100%. Right. I think that is Wesley Fofana for Chelsea, the centre back. Wesley Fofana for me robbed for a player that has cost so much money again, right, for Chelsea. He's not been a good return of investment for them. Um, with Wesley Fofana too, right? Like, he's always injured for Chelsea. He's always been injured. He's always been injured. He was like 80 odd million. He was like 80 odd million. I remember that. I remember that when he signed for him, because he was at Leicester, and at Leicester he was playing really well. I think it was like he was a pairing of him and Soyuncu. And then there was one time where he missed like an entire season, dude. Like, it's let me see how many appearances actually he's had at Chelsea. Let me see how many appearances he's had at Chelsea, fan, because this right here, bro. Like, it's Wesley Fofana at Chelsea, because I guarantee you it's less than 60 games. It's less than 60 games. 100%, it's less than 60 games, dude. Uh, yeah, bro. Yeah, fam. Bro, read, dude, read the title of the stream, Mohammed. Read the title of the stream, bro. 80 plus million euro transfers, dude. 80 plus million, fam. Total appearances, dude. To- Let me go full screen. Total appearances. Total appearances for Chelsea in all competitions, 34. 34 for Wesley Fofana. 34, mate. In the 22-23 season, only made 15 appearances. Of course, it is majority of it is injury that's absolutely hindered him. Like, injuries have absolutely screwed over Wesley Fofana, but it's just way too much money. Jack Grealish, he's been decent. I ain't gonna lie, guys, like £100 million, but he's been decent. Like, at Villa again, like a lot of people say he was a completely different player at Aston Villa to he is right now at Manchester City. Of course, when your manager's Pep Guardiola wants things done in a certain way. He wants people following his program. This is why this is why he's successful, right? But there's a lot of players that go to Man City and they turn out they turn into completely different players. There was a, what it was went like a year without scoring a goal this season from that 2020, like end 2023 to up until 2024. So yeah, like, even I remember, like, I think it was like it's yeah, last season where it was actually like there was a season where he was playing well for them. It was I think it was a 22-23 season where he actually played really well for Manchester City. But aside from that, man, like, he's had some ups and downs, guys. He's had some ups and downs. Like, I want to say it was a mistake. Uh, a mistake. Mm, it's hard, isn't it? It's hard, man. It's these actually, you know what? Probably a mistake, man. I have to put him down as a mistake. I have to put him down as a mistake, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, dude. Like, 100 million, and he's just not giving back whatsoever. Well, the Premier League. He's won the Champions League. He's won a few trophies with Man City, but like 100 million, bro. You have to give so much more. You have to give so much more, right? Antoine Griezmann, probably a mistake joining Barcelona. Like, I love Griezmann. I genuinely do think he's an underrated baller. I think he can play in his prime. Antoine Griezmann can play in any team in Europe, in my opinion, guys. But him playing for Barcelona, I genuinely do think that was a mistake. He should have never gone to Barcelona, bro. Total appearances, guys. 102 appearances, 35 goals, and 16 assists. Only won a Copa del Rey with Barcelona. That's not good enough. It's not good enough for a player of Antoine Griezmann's ilk, dude. 100%, man. Like, it's generally a mistake, man. 100%. Josko Gvodio, at the moment right now, it's looking decent. And people will say, "Oh, Preston, yeah, it's looking decent because he's still a young guy." Like, people forget, like, Josko Gvodio was like 23 or something like that, 24 years old. He's not really old, but he's got a lot of experience. Croatia's vice captain as well. Because if, like, Modric is not playing, or if, like, Ivan Perisic is not playing, like, Josko Gvodio is one of the captains. You get what I mean? Joined Man City, and he's been playing left back. He's been playing left back, right, this entire time. While he's 23 years old, by the way. He's 23 years old, right? He's been playing left back, right, while he's primarily a centre back. And this guy's been scoring goals for days, bro. He's been really good for Man City, in my opinion, for the price that he did join for. Of course, if he stays longer and plays better, that price tag is gonna go. It's gonna raise him up into good business, in my opinion. Right. Mohammed says, bro, they paid 100 million for Griezmann to play 2 seasons, then back to Atletico Madrid. That's robbery for me. Look at that stats. Two seasons. Uh, yeah. If you do put it that way, it is a robbery. But for me, like, thinking, like, because for me, I'm thinking of the person, like, the person that Antoine Griezmann is, and for him, I genuinely do think it was his choice to go to Barcelona, and he's made that mistake in going to Barcelona. That's how I'm approaching this. That's how I'm approaching this, because, like, when you look at Joao Felix, had an issue with Atletico Madrid, with the manager and the fans. Coutinho came back to Barcelona with Bayern Munich on loan and absolutely chefed them up. Darwin Núñez has been, again, like, he's been a good servant at Liverpool, but is not done enough, like, in my opinion, for the price tag. Same thing with Anthony. For at United is just absolutely being useless, right? But with Griezmann, for me, like, I'm just saying, like, it was a mistake for him to go, bro. I don't want to put him in with those other players, dude. I genuinely don't, fam. I like the guy. I actually really like Antoine Griezmann, bro. I actually do, fam. But for 2 seasons, though, it's 2 seasons, man. It is 2 seasons, dude. 100 million for two. Nah, it's a robbery. Nah, I'm sorry, Griezmann, man. You're right, Mohammed, bro. I'm sorry, Griezmann, bro. That's a robbery. It's a robbery, bro. It's 100% a robbery. Like, 100 million for 2 seasons. 100 million for two. Yeah, so it's a robbery. 100% a robbery. Right, Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz from Bayer Leverkusen to Chelsea. Did win Chelsea the Champions League. Of course, I think it was the same season that him and Werner joined Chelsea. Let's see. Havertz at Chelsea. Let's look at his stats. Let's look at his stats. Havertz. Chelsea price. 84 million euros he joined for the Chelsea bought him for. Appearances in all competitions, 139 appearances, 32 goals, 15 assists. Too much money once again. Like it's not like it Champions League. He's a Champions League winner, Super Cup winner, and a Club World Cup winner. Um, yeah, it's not good enough, isn't it? It is not good enough, man. It is not good enough, bro. It is not good enough, fam. Dude, 32 goals, 139 games, bro. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You, my friend. I say it's a robbery again. I say it's a robbery, fam. I would. I genuinely would. Eden Hazard. Eden Hazard. Robbery. Yes, there's no excuse in this. Left Chelsea in 2019 to join Real Madrid and he didn't do nothing. He didn't do nothing, bro. And fun fact as well, he's actually a Champions League winner with Real Madrid, but the guy's absolutely done nothing. That was such a lackluster transfer for Eden Hazard because I like the player too. He's a fantastic player, but he gave Real Madrid absolutely nothing, dude. Injuries, came back fat. Yeah, 76 appearances, 7 goals, 12 assists, guys. Two La Liga titles, a Champions League, a UEFA Super Cup, and a FIFA Club World Cup. But would you really? He didn't really take part in that, didn't he? Didn't really take part in that. Gonzalo Higuain. Gonzalo Higuain. I remember when he joined Juventus because he was having a really good season with the Napoli just the year before. And Napoli Higuain was good. And Napoli Higuain was an absolute bad man. But let's see. So Higuain at Juventus, total appearances, 149 appearances, 66 goals scored, 19 assists, mate. Uh, won two Serie A titles, two Coppa Italias, and two Super Coppa Italias. So was he? There was a time. Let me see actually. Higuain, Gonzalo Higuain, mate. Gonzalo Higuain. Okay. Yeah, and Napoli was so much better, weren't it? But it's still a goal machine, though. Still a goal machine, though. Um, Higuain at UV. I remember there was a lot of people disappointed with the Gonzalo Higuain. To be fair with you, yo, what's going on, my solo lad? What's going on, my brother? What is going on, mate? What is going on, bro? What's going on, my friend? Sorry, I just seen that. Yeah, Higuain at Napoli was a different beast, bro. Different beast. But at Juve, mate, mm, at Juventus, 1 second. Juventus, 90 million euros. I'll say it's probably a mistake from Juventus and Higuain. I'll say it's probably a mistake just because he left Napoli at the peak of his powers, in my opinion. He was really good. He was scoring some insane goals as well. I'm good. I just wanted to forget the game from yesterday, bro. I know, fam. I know it must be painful for you, dude. Because it's painful for me when my team loses. Because but they're a bunch of crap bags, aren't they? Right, Jude Bellingham, joining joining from Borussia Dortmund, going to Real Madrid. So, of course, at the moment right now, really good. I wouldn't say it's a mistake for Jude Bellingham. For the way that he's playing. Last season it was a hella clutch in his debut season. Like Jude Bellingham, he was hella clutch. Won the Champions League as well with Real Madrid. He joined them for 103 million euros. He joined Real Madrid for 103 million euros. That is a lot of money. That right there's a lot of money, right? So far right now, guys, 89 appearances, 36 goals, 26 assists. Yeah, mate, crazy, unbelievable stats, unbelievable stats, bro. It's yeah, remarkable impact for you, the Bellingham, a La Liga winner, yeah, Champions League winner, Super Cup winner, Club World Cup winner, brilliant, brilliant, mate. Good business in my opinion. Good business so far for Jude Bellingham. It has to be. You think it's a bargain? You think for at the moment right now it's just good business. Like yeah, the price tag will go up. Like not the price tag, like his performances, guys. Once again, like will go up. The guy's only like 20 or 21 years old. There's still so much more for him for him to actually come. I think that price tag when we look back at it is gonna be a bargain, 100%. But right now it's good business because he's only been there for what 2 years. He's only been there for 2 years. So for me right now definitely good business, mate. Right, Harry Kane, good business. Good, and another one that's been good business, bro. Like Harry Kane, right? For Bayern Munich, debut season last year, smashed, smashed the Harry Kane smashed the what do you call it now? Their like goal scoring record in his debut season, guys, for like, the most goals scored in the league by a player. You get what I mean? Joined Bayern Munich for 82 million pounds, so that's like 100 million plus euros. So for me, it's definitely good business. He just needs to win his first trophy with Bayern Munich, which it's looking like it's gonna be the Bundesliga title. Kepa Arrizabalaga robbed. He was not good, bro. Kepa was a terrible keeper for Chelsea, in my opinion. Absolutely terrible. Like did nothing, dude. He did the goals sometimes he concede, dude. Like my friends that support Chelsea hated Kepa. They absolutely hated Kepa. Who's the next one? Who's number 21? Who's my man? Let me zoom in, guys, because this guy is not. Who is this guy? Oh, Jesus. Lucas Hernandez. Lucas Hernandez. Lucas Hernandez. Lucas Hernandez. How much was Lucas Hernandez to freaking Bayern? How much did my man cost? 80 million. Yeah, 80 million. Yo, like right there, guys, right there, for me to even zoom in and look at and take a peek at Lucas Hernandez, dude, it should say a lot. How many years was it buying for? 4 years, 74 appearances, 80 million though. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, dude. I barely even remember the guy. And wait, where did he join from again? He joined from Atletico Madrid. That's it. Yeah, yeah. He joined from Atletico Madrid because his brother Teo was at Real Madrid. This is bro. You know what, fam? Uh, but he was there for 4 years though. Still didn't crack. It still didn't even crack like 100 league appearances for Real Madrid. Not Real Madrid. Bayern Munich. Sorry. At Real, bro. Like what? What the hell? What the hell, man? What the hell, bro? 1 second, guys, mate. At Bayern, mate. At Bayern. Let's see his total. Let's see his total. So 107 matches, only 2 goals scored. Uh, yeah, okay. I have to put him decent. I have to put him decent, guys. I have to put him decent, man. You know what I mean? Probably because of World Cup 2018, what he does for 80 million from this distance. I thought it was a Cardi. Same here, bro. I thought it was somebody else. I genuinely thought that Lucas Hernandez was somebody else then for a second. Romelu Lukaku at Internazionale. Right. So there's 3 Lukakus coming up right now. So Inter paid a lot of money for Romelu Lukaku. I know that we did. We spent like close to 100 million euros for him. Chelsea's paid over 100, fam. There we go. Robbed. Robbed, mate. Robbery for Lukaku at Inter, for Lukaku at Man United, and for Lukaku at Chelsea. And there's going to be a lot of people saying, "No, but he was really good at Inter Milan. He was really good at Inter Milan, right?" With Lukaku at Inter Milan, he was good, but again, when you start ruining relationships with the manager, when you start ruining relationships with the fans, and saying that basically you just want to leave and you start talking for another team, dude. Yeah, yes. Like Lukaku gets goals wherever he is, 100%, 100%. He got goals at Manchester United way more than Rasmus Højlund has in his entire career at Man United. He got goals at Chelsea. I remember when he went back to Chelsea like a few seasons ago, like 3 years ago. Man scoring a hell of goals, right? But all the time, dude, like you always feel like Lukaku should be giving you more, in my opinion. So definitely a robbery, definitely a robbery, bro. Lukaku for me, Inter is mistake, could be better, but was not a disaster. Yeah, that's the thing. Like he got goals, but once again, it's just when you start ruining relationships with your. I remember like in interviews, you're just talking absolute nonsense, and then like pretending to be good with like Lautaro Martinez, and then like Lautaro Martinez like I've literally never even spoke to the guy. Like when he's even left, like he's such a like a chameleon. It's unbelievable. He pretend like he really likes the place, but he doesn't really like the place, bro. Which is really crazy. Like the way that he was speaking about, and when he was at Chelsea as well, saying that he wants to go back to Inter. Man goes back to Inter, falls out the Inter. Like it's very confusing player. A very confusing player, dude. Like you never know you never know what my man's thinking. He's probably thinking of leaving Napoli right now and going back to Everton. You never know what Lukaku's thinking, dude. That's the thing with him, fam. Right, Neymar at Al Hilal robbed, robbed. Like you could see it. I knew it straight away. I told NBA this, bro. I told NBA this. My bro, my guy Naif Almo. That Naif Almo, bro. My guy, bro. The Saudi lawyer, fam. I told you, fam. I told him, dude. I told him I was like, yo, when Neymar goes to Al Hilal, make sure he doesn't try to treat it as a holiday because the majority of football players take the absolute piss. They're just regular human beings like us. If they are on a lot of money, the motivation for players always goes away. That's a story in any job position, in anything, bro. In F1, in UFC, being the best sandwich maker ever, dude. Whenever people start getting a lot of money, the effort levels always go down, bro. It takes a certain psychopath. It takes a certain psychopath to be really motivated. So I'm not shocked by So again, like I was not surprised by this. I was not surprised. Yes. Like with Neymar, he did tear his ACL, right. But once again, like yeah, bro just played 5 games. Yeah, mate. Let's see actually. Neymar at Al Hilal. Yeah, Neymar at Al Hilal, mate. Let's see what Neymar did at Al Hilal, bro. 7 times. played 7 times. Neymar played 7 times at Al Hilal. That's worse than a robbery, bro. That's worse than a robbery, fam. That's an absolute scam. That is an absolute scam. I'm working until 9:30 tomorrow, fam. I'm working till 9:30 tomorrow, bro. Where is my? I'll show you my draw around actually. People generally don't believe me that I actually like work like late at night. 1 second. Where's my rotor? This is my rotor. This is my rotor, bro. This is my rotor, fam. There you go. Tuesday tomorrow, working till 10. Not even 9:30. Working till 10, fam. That's my rotor, fam. That's my rotor, bro. My man's got working till 10, bro. I'm gonna watch the Barcelona. Of course, I'm gonna be watching the Barcelona game, but I can't stream it because I'm gonna be working, guys. Sorry, mate. Right. Let's continue. Let's continue. Let's continue. Yeah, Neymar, bro. Seven appearances. Bro, the amount of money that he was on is crazy. Right. And then Neymar at PSG. Decent. Decent. I have to say decent, guys. Like, I did mention it before with PSG. Like, PSG absolutely screwed. They screwed up their transfer market, bro. I can never forget that. I can never. With 22-year-old me, I was like, these guys, like, they've got no idea what they're gonna do right now to the transfer market. 224 million euros for Neymar. Bro, 224 million euros for this guy, dude. This was crazy. And I remember, if you guys go through my YouTube channel, do like oldest videos, because I started YouTube. I literally started this channel when Neymar. I started this channel when Neymar, literally, like, the saga was going on with him in like Barcelona. That's when I generally started this channel. If you go through, I was speaking about this when I was still living in like a shared house. That house was absolutely crazy. But yeah, a decent. Won a lot of leagues with PSG, but PSG are always looking for that holy grail, which is the Champions League, and he didn't deliver that for them. So yeah, Ousmane Dembele robbed. Ousmane Dembele, 100% a robbery, dude. Like, Ousmane Dembele is the injury prone for days. 100. I think it's time for him for. I think it's time for Barcelona for like 117 million euros. Um, like, just injuries. Injuries absolutely killed him. Um, Even like what? Let's see how many times he played actually. Ousmane Dembele at Barcelona. Let's see how many times he played, guys. Let us see how many times Ousmane Dembele represented Barcelona when he was there. Ousmane Dembele, right, is 10-year Barcelona, bro. Because it was very promising. 185 appearances, 40 goals, and 43 assists. So that's 83 goal involvements in 185 games. Three La Ligas, two Copa del Reyes, one España, two Super Copas España, a Champions League in the 18-19 season. He didn't win the Champions League. This guy didn't win the Champions League. What's going on here? What's going on here, man? He didn't win the Champions League, fam. This guy never touched the Champions League, bro. Because the Champions League it was Liverpool that won in 2019. Fam. I don't know where these guys are getting their sources from, but it was definitely Liverpool. But yeah, for me, not good enough. Not good enough. Nicolas Pepe robbery. Another guy, too much money. Too much money. They did absolutely nothing at Arsenal. It's just his last season. Decent. Other than that, hospital goals. Yeah, I spent a lot of time in hospital. But Nicolas Pepe, same thing, dude. Waste the money for the amount of if we waste the money for the amount of for the amount that Arsenal brought him in. Pepe at Arsenal. Guys, just notice a pattern. Please notice a pattern. Yeah, 112 matches, 27 games, 21 assists. Yeah, well, it wasn't good. It wasn't good, mate. It wasn't good, bro. Like it's funny because Arsenal spent all that money on Nicolas Pepe, but they had the better player in Saka already in the academy, bro. Oh my days, dude. Man, this guy Pepe, bro. Oh my god, mate. So inconsistent. So inconsistent. Paul Bill Pogba. Paul Bill Pogba, mate. You know what, right? Like, there's times where I've been frustrated with Pogba when he was at United, guys. Like, I remember the whole handball thing against West Ham where he put his hands up like in a penalty box. Um, in a pandemic season for United, like in the 1920 season, where it was like Greenwood, Martial, and Rashford up front, and we needed to get like third place for us to get Champions League football. I remember he gave a penalty away against Arsenal, where the few days before that we battered RB Leipzig 5-0. He gave a penalty away, and I was like, he needs to leave because I was just absolutely fuming with him. He's During his end of the tenure for Manchester United, started getting hella injuries, right? Especially like leg injuries. But like Paul Pogba, he just needed help in that team, man. United and the board, United, like people will still these hairstyles and stuff like that. Like when Phil Foden does it, it's never an issue. When Jack Grealish is never an issue, but when it's Paul Pogba, it's an issue, fam. That was one of the main frustrating things about the media because they kept him coming after him, right? But Paul Pogba definitely needed help, fam. The midfield that we had in 18, no, like 18, not, yeah, 18, 19, and 20 was an absolute disgrace, bro. It was an absolute disgrace, fam. Because Pogba like at United, he was getting played out of position as well. There was one time where Olive played him out on the wing at Anfield. He had Andres Pereira and Scott McTominay playing with him in the midfield. We had Fred with him like in the midfield. Like we didn't have support for him. Like the only guy that came and played well with Paul Pogba was Bruno Fernandes. We needed we like the recruitment at United is so shocking. The clowns that run that, bro. The clowns that run that squad, bro. The clowns that run that team, dude. It's it makes my blood boil, bro. It actually makes my blood boil because, like, if we've been actually really serious in bringing in a better centre back than Harry Maguire, and in bringing in a DM, that's really good. In bringing in a winger, that's better than Dan James, dude. Like, yeah, yeah, dude. Like for me, like Paul Pogba, we wasted we actually wasted potential, but of course, like so some of the blame don't like I'm not absolving Paul Pogba of the blame because like so some of the blame, of course, like his body let him down with injuries, but sometimes like we didn't surround him with good players, bro. We generally didn't, fam. We absolutely we like I generally do think that we were part of the problem that wasted Paul Pogba. It was a mistake. It was a mistake, bro. I don't think it was decent for us. There was only that one time where Jose Mourinho left in like the 18-19 season, and then Paul Pogba went off, right. But aside from that, like I did want more from him because I think that Paul Pogba is definitely more gifted than Kevin De Bruyne, in my opinion. I genuinely do think that, but like I just wanted more from him, 100%. Decker's Rice at the moment has been absolutely decent in my opinion. It's been decent so far. Been a really good servant for Arsenal. Has come in clutch a few times as well. Scored very important goals for them. If you just look at the freaking free kicks versus Real Madrid a few weeks ago, crazy, crazy, bro. So it's been decent for them. They've not won anything yet, but it's been a good servant for them. Ronaldo, decent. We did his tier list yesterday as well. Like he had a good goal scoring record for Juventus. His goal scoring record was absolutely crazy, crazy for Juve, bro. He came as the best midfielder in the world alongside the big names. Yeah, that's Paul Pogba. Yeah, man. Yeah, if not worse than my team, then hire Jonathan Cafu just because they played some games of Champions League. That's us with freaking Ollie, bro. That's us with Ollie, mate. People saying it's just stay permanently. It's another Ronaldo signing. It's another Ronaldo one, bro. Ronaldo at Real Madrid, bargain, bargain, dude. Ronaldo at Real Madrid right now, like 89 million, 89 million what euro? No pounds, 89 million pounds, bro. Absolute bargain. He go overachieved. He did more than overachieving, bro. It did what? Yeah, actually, no, sorry, man. Ronaldo at Juve is good business. Yeah. It's good business, bro. For the return on investment and the goals I scored for them, and I'm Ronaldo biased too, so deal with it. But Ronaldo, yeah, at Real Madrid when he left Man United, absolute bargain, bro. Like the amount of money that they paid for him, they could literally Real Madrid back then, Real Madrid back then could literally, guys. Real Madrid back then can spend $1 billion on Ronaldo, bro, and for me, he'll still be a bargain. He'll still be a bargain, bro. Like players like Ronaldo, Ronaldo Nazario, Lionel Messi, Pele, Maradona, Johan Cruyff, Zidane. Like these are like priceless. Ronaldinho, priceless players, priceless players, bro. Those sorts of players don't have a price on them. You don't put a price on them players right there, bro. They are genuinely priceless players, mate. But 3 years, scored 100 goals, 4 5 trophy, yeah, bro. Five Ballon d'Ors, like 4 Champions Leagues, crazy, absolutely crazy. So yeah, 100%. Jadon Sancho robbery. I wanted him at United. I genuinely thought he's going to be a superstar, but mentality, attitude issues, just him. We signed him to play on the right wing, and then now he's playing on the left wing, where his friend Marcus Rashford plays, bro. I don't want to speak about this guy. I genuinely don't want to speak about this dude, man. Luis Suarez, good business. Good business, bro. Luis Suarez, once again, like one of Barcelona's all-time top scorers. Of course, he's not higher than Messi, but he's in like the top five for sure. Again, Champions League winner, La Liga winner, bro. Like Luis Suarez was absolutely cracked, absolutely cracked. Is that Aurelian True? That's Aurelian Chouamini. At the moment, right now, guys, for the price that they've signed him for, uh, a little bit lackluster, to be fair. I'm gonna put him at probably a mistake. I'm gonna put him at probably a mistake because I don't think that Chouamini has been decent at Real Madrid so far. He should be doing much more better. I've actually got high standards for this player. I've actually got high standards for a man like Aurelian Chouamini, bro. Man nearly scored 50 hat tricks for Real Madrid. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. But yeah, Aurelian Chouamini for me, like I've got high standards for him, dude. I generally do think that he could be like a brilliant a midfielder, boy. He needs to be doing so much better. Yes, of course he's been playing out of position just due to the injuries in Real Madrid's backline, right? But if he plays like he scored the other day as well in the Copa del Rey El Clasico, but should be doing more. Is this Virgil van Dijk? Is this man like Big Verge? Yeah, this is Virgil van Dijk, guys. The final one, man like Big Virgil van Dijk. I'm gonna put him as bargain. £75 million that Liverpool spent for this guy. I wanted him at Manchester United. Don't know why. I don't know why we went and signed Victor Lindelof instead of Virgil van Dijk. A centre back that was prem proven, and we'll go out there and we'll sign a useless player like Lindelof, bro. Useless weak centre back like Lindelof, bro. Don't know why we did that. Don't know why we did that, bro. But guys, that is the tier list for today. That is the tier list, guys. So, what's it saying? Agree, Premier League, the Premier League champion. Yeah, two-time Premier League champion. Has won the FA Cup, EFL Cup, bro. Has won the Champions League as well. Yeah, 100%, 100%. But this is the tier list, guys. So right now at bargain, so only 3 players made the bargain tier list, and that is Gareth Bale, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Virgil van Dijk. Good business is Kylian Mbappe, Jude Bellingham, Harry Kane, Ronaldo, and Luis Suarez. Decent is Moses Casido, Josko Gavodio, Lucas Hernandez, Neymar, and Declan Rice. Probably a mistake, it is Enzo Fernandez, Jack Grealish, Higuain, Paul Pogba, and Aurelian Chouamini. And then robbed, the worst of the worst, Scammers, fam. Absolute scammers, bro. The amount of money that's in this Rob thing there, mate. Anthony, Darwin Nunes, Coutinho, Joao Felix, Fofana, Antoine Griezmann, Kai Havertz, Eden Hazard, Kepa, Lukaku, 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 Neymar, Dembele, Pepe, and Jadon Sancho. Bro, Lukaku has three in there, dude, and the majority of them are Chelsea guys as well. And guys, I said that if you'd paid attention to the pattern, right? If you'd noticed the pattern, if where's Maguire, man? That's harsh, yeah, man. Where is Harold Maguire? Because he was 80 million pounds. It was 80 million pounds. He was 80 million pounds, bro. But I would have put him in Rob actually. I would have genuinely put him in Rob because we've not got the return of investment for Harry Maguire. But if you look at just before I go, if you look at a pattern that I mentioned earlier, right? So aside from Ronaldo and Gareth Bale, right? All these high end. Oh, 1 second. So just look at the tier list again, guys. Right. So aside from Ronaldo and Gareth Bale, all these players were signed after Neymar moved to PSG, and PSG paid 224 million euros for Neymar. That right there messed up the transfer windows, in my opinion. Because you had teams now like then just asking for a ludicrous amount of money for players that are unproven, players that are injury prone, players who've got attitude problems, players that the ability doesn't even like match their price tag. You get what I mean? So again, just please take a look at this tier list just before we go because yeah, mate. Yeah, I say PSG put the inflation of the transfer market, bro. That's absolutely wrecked it. It's absolutely wrecked it. But guys, I have to finish it there. Thank you for the people that have tuned into the stream. Thank you so much, man. Thank you to man like Mohammed. Thank you to man like Farhan. Thank you to man like Marcelo, bro, for tuning in, guys. It is the Champions League tomorrow, guys. Champions League semi-final settings. Arsenal versus Paris Saint-Germain. Barcelona versus Internazionale Milano. That's gonna be big. It's going to be big, bro. It's going that those games are going to be crazy. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens, guys. Of course, I will give my thoughts and concerns. Of course, after the Arsenal PSG game because I'm looking forward to the little matchups and hopefully I can do a little formation video just before the a little formation like a predictions thing just before just before the game just before the game does get started, right? Just before kickoff. So stay tuned for that, guys, and thank you so much for supporting your lad. If you've got any streaming ideas, thank you, guys. Yeah, if you click the like button. Thank you, Marcella, bro. Thank you, mate. Thank you, bro. Thank you. But if you've got any ideas that you want me to do, like football quizzes, we can also play. We can also play against each other. If you guys want to play me on football tiki taka toe, if you guys got like a computer or like a laptop, if you do want to play me, I'm more than welcome to of course play with you guys. It's a very interactive show that I want to do. Once again, I don't want to sit around and just be like, yeah, uh, Ollie Watkins should have ran this and that. Oh, Man United trash this and that. Like I want it to be very, very, very interactive. So if you got any ideas, please shoot them away via Instagram. I actually need to change my Instagram handles because it's all different now. I've still got this one, and I've still got this one. That's misspelled because there's a T missing. There's a T missing, right? And then this one here, I've changed it to basically that on Instagram. So if you're looking for my Instagram, guys, just basically tap that in. You find this account. So yeah, I do need to change that around. But guys, thank you so much. I will catch you lot tomorrow, and then Wednesday there's another stream, guys. Wednesday there's another stream, and then Friday there's another stream as well. So we need to continue this momentum going. But yeah, thank you so much, guys. Catch you lot later.